KUAM TV8, home of the Milan Cortina Olympics. Coverage begins February 6, 2026.
Half a day, I'm Mitsuki Hirayama. You're watching KUAM News Weekend Edition. Thanks for joining us. While topping our newscast, freshman Senator Sean Gumatautau is pushing to dismantle the Office of Civil Defense, calling it a broken system that's cost the island federal dollars and public trust. But government leaders warn his plan to scatter responsibilities could do more harm than good. Jonigan Charfers has more.
Senator Sean Gumatautau says Guam's 75-year-old civil defense law has, quote, run its course. Citing abuse of overtime, misdirection of funds, and repeated noncompliance with FEMA rules, the AE introduced Bill 179, the Guam Emergency Management Modernization Act of 2025.
Right at this time, it requires an action. If we want to continue down this road, then so be it. But we are seeing that it is impeding the ability of our emergency management response agencies to really do their job. You are not going to see it right now, but you will see it.
His proposal would abolish the Office of Civil Defense and replace it with a Bureau of Emergency Management under the Guam Fire Department. Hazard mitigation would shift to Public Works, while the governor's office would retain recovery duties.
At this point, a change like this, in my opinion, seems to be necessary. And it really is to change an old law to update using and perhaps utilizing the skills of a group of men and women in the Guam Fire Department to be able to effectuate a change for the betterment of emergency management in Guam.
But not everyone agrees. The governor's communications director, Crystal Paco-San Augustine, says the bill fragments a system that needs unity in a crisis, noting Fire Chief Darren Burrier wasn't consulted.
At this time, knowing that it's in bill form, I think it's created a great deal of discussion on whatever direction that they decide it wants to go. But for now, my focus is on the Guam Fire Department and making sure that we're able to respond to all the emergencies that we're tasked to respond to, and our personnel are taken care of and are healthy enough to be able to do their job and respond to the emergencies of the people of Guam.
Gumatautau says his model mirrors Florida's approach, creating a dedicated emergency fund to protect disaster and keep federal dollars from slipping away.
The question would be, are we really ready? And a policy like this, it wasn't one that was easily put together. I have spent many years working with emergency managers from across the region and my own experience here at home. So this is not an easy decision, and it hasn't been.
Fire Chief Burrier stresses that whatever lawmakers decide, he'll keep his department mission ready.
My oversight chair had his reasonings behind what he's looking for in his direction. He's made that in his interviews of the reasons why he's doing and made this possible. And I guess looking at towards policy change and reorganization. Now, wherever that goes, as a Guam Fire Chief, I'm here to continue on with the job that I've been tasked to do. In any laws that are passed by the legislature and signed into law by the governor of Guam, we will abide to.
Jonigan Charfris, KUAM News.
A Superior Court jury has found Jesse Andrew Leon Guerrero guilty on 3 third-degree felony charges, meth possession, and 2 firearm violations. The verdict came Wednesday after a 6-day trial and just about an hour of deliberation. Leon Guerrero, who appeared before presiding judge Alberto Tolentino, was convicted of possessing methamphetamine and an unregistered firearm, as well as having a firearm without identification. The charges stemmed from an October 2024 raid at his home that followed 2 controlled drug buys and months of investigation. Police seized drugs, paraphernalia, and a gun not registered to him. Initially facing more serious first-degree charges tied to intent to deliver, the government's case was weakened when prosecutors refused to reveal the name of a confidential informant, leading the judge to exclude that evidence from trial. Sentencing for Leon Guerrero is set for December 18th. In other news, former Guam delegate Nicolas has pleaded not guilty to driving while impaired and reckless driving charges stemming from a July incident in Tumon. St. Nicolas appeared virtually for his arraignment before Magistrate Judge Jonathan Kwan, who confirmed he had been allowed to leave Guam. His attorney Michael Phillips entered the not guilty plea on his behalf, and the case has now been assigned to Judge Maria Senzon. Court documents state St. Nicolas, who served 2 terms as Guam's delegate to Congress, was arrested after overturning his vehicle following a night of drinking. Police officers responding to the crash say he appeared intoxicated, smelled of alcohol, and failed a field sobriety test. St. Nicolas faces misdemeanor and petty misdemeanor charges. Well, a Guam story is heading to the big screen in New York City. PBS Guam announced its original documentary, Something to Call Our Own, a Chamorro dance story, has been officially selected to compete at the Pacific Island Film Festival, New York City 2025. The film will screen on September 20th. The documentary follows Guam dance delegation at the 13th Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture, the world's largest gathering of indigenous Pacific artists. It highlights how Chamorro dance preserves language, history, and identity while showcasing the precision and spirit of Guam's performers on an international stage. PBS Guam General Manager Ina Carrillo calls the selection a milestone for Guam, and director Neil Darren Romero says the film was created to, quote, feel like home, honoring both history and hope through movement. PBS Guam is now seeking sponsors and community partners to support a local broadcast and global YouTube premiere, ensuring free access for the island and Chamorro communities worldwide. Well, next year will be the 90th anniversary of one of the most famous marching band traditions in all of America, Script, Ohio. And To Dot the I remains one of the biggest for a veteran band member, particularly a sousaphone player. It is hard to say if someone is born to play the sousaphone, but if someone was, Sydney Reeves is that person. On Saturday, she is to make Script history.
When you get to the bottom of the O, erupts, and you are surrounded by this incredible cheering. You're like, oh, that's for me. I'm dotting the I. It's so incredible.
Wendy Bauer Reeves first dotted the I in 1992, and her boyfriend Chad dotted the next year.
We were dating in school. He proposed at a skull session in front of 10,000 people. We got married before we were done with the band. So we were actually a married couple in the band.
They then became the first married couple to dot the I at the same time during a Browns game in '93. Sousaphone soulmates. That led to a family, including their daughter, Sydney. A future I-daughter was born.
When she was 2, said she wanted a little tuba to keep under her bed. Her whole life and adolescence was dedicated to this one goal.
Because both my parents played the tuba, and I've seen the pictures, and I've gone to the football games, and then here I am now.
Sydney's now in her 4th year in the best damn band in the land, and this week it's finally her turn, becoming the first ever child of 2 I-daughters to also dot the I.
I'm getting a little nervous. It's getting there. It's like a nervous, excited.
And I was so worried that I would drop my mouthpiece. I went to Long's bookstore and bought special stretchy packing tape and literally taped all my horn together.
I think I'm going to try without the tape, but we're going to see if it doesn't work in practice.
Saturday is the annual alumni band game where Script is performed to all 4 sides of the stadium. Sydney will dot one of the 4 I's, and she'll dot again later this season. While Mom will be in the stands like always, her father will not be. Chad died unexpectedly 4 years ago, but he will still be along for the ride.
I have a Buckeye on a string that he wore when he was in band. It's old, it's kind of falling apart, so I've saved it to wear for only when I dot, just so that I have that with me.
He would have loved it so much, and he was so proud of Sydney. He and Sydney were incredibly close. I just know he's smiling down on her.
She's gonna be a mess. Whenever I do anything really important, she's sitting there and she closes her eyes really hard and breathe, and tears for sure. It's a tradition, and I'm really excited to continue on this and continue the legacy of my family.
And it's time for our weekly roundup that showcases promotions, awards, and other accomplishments submitted by our viewers and followers. If you would like to feature company promotions or achievements of friends, colleagues, or loved ones, send pictures, announcements, and press releases to newsdirector@KUAM.com with subject Making Waves. Stick around, we have more coming up on Weekend Edition. You're watching KUAM.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Get ready, Guam! Kmart's turning the big 3-0, and this anniversary celebration is bigger than ever. Free prizes, big raffles, hot deals, oh, the party's everywhere at Kmart. From pantry staples to daily essentials, save big with new low prices. And with surprises popping up throughout the store, there's always something to make you say, oh! Kmart Guam, celebrating 30 years with savings, surprises, and fun for everyone. Oh, it's on, Guam.
Win one championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. 3 times, they say words like legend and dynasty. 4, 5, 6 titles, they'll say enough is enough. But when you've won it all 7 times, what's left to say? The trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
So we have here Lisa and Stella, the organizers of the very first George Washington High School Mega Reunion. Ladies, half a day and welcome home.
Half a day, welcome.
So Stella, what was the motivation for having the very first mega reunion? Because GW is such a big school. It's got so much history, so much tradition, so many graduates. That's a big undertaking.
That's correct. That's correct. So we kind of just came together in Las Vegas. We kind of formulated and decided that we were going to try to plan a mega reunion. So a lot of us were self-appointed, and we had to start somewhere. And so we came to Guam and we participated in the Liberation festivities, and it hit us really hard. And so we decided we were going to do the mega reunion here in Guam instead of Hawaii. So the planning started, and we developed a nonprofit organization called the George Washington High School Alumni Guam Mega Cultural Association. So once we established that nonprofit organization, we decided to start working with local alumni to get that going.
Anybody can make a Facebook group, and GW gets organized.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lisa, and the thing that most impresses me about this is when it's called a mega reunion, this isn't just 1 or 2 classes or everybody from the 80s and everything like that. This actually spans a considerable amount of time.
It's going to cover the class years of 1969 through 1989. And it actually covers 2 decades of geckos and warriors at the time, to get together. So there were many alumni who have left Guam after graduation, and they've never returned home. So this is a rare opportunity to bring their classmates together, but also to reconnect with their George Washington High School, which we are so proud of, and the beautiful island of Guam.
Geckos forever, right? As they say,
yes.
Gecko by God.
Yes, Gecko by God.
Okay, so Lisa, that's a big undertaking.
Well, we couldn't do it without the alumni here on island. We were able to reach out to the classes from 69 to 89. We're still working on some of the class years, but they have been so awesome having their WhatsApp. They're still very, very active, and we're very grateful and blessed that they are and that they're really interested. And so without them, we couldn't have done it or even gotten started. So as we work together, we're collaborating with all the alumni on island to bring people, all the alumni who are, in the States or around the world, to come back to our island, for that 20-year span.
Have you had a chance to make it back to campus at GW?
Yes, we did.
Tell me about that.
Oh my gosh. So we went to campus, with Stella, and we were able to meet with Principal Fullo, and also Vice Principal Sarasola. And they were so excited, about us coming home and doing a homecoming. And we toured the facility. So Stella this is her project.
Yeah. So
does it kind of look the same, Stella?
Yeah. Well, it kind of does, but they kind of reverse like the A wing and the C wing.
Yeah, and the gym's got aircon now.
Yes, yes. Every class seems to have aircon, air conditioning. So it was a little different because now they have the freshmen there. So we weren't used to that. And the area where the freshman buildings are located used to be where we had the Chamorro, what is it? The Chamorro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tomorrow week.
Yep.
Yeah, and they even had like the grease pole, all that kind of activity. Yes, and we found out from the principal that the assistant principal, Joni Sarisola, I'm sorry.
Sarisola.
Yes, that they're looking to erect the George Washington statue, hopefully before the mega reunion next year.
Excellent.
So we're so excited about that. Yeah.
Did you feel that gecko pride when you walked around?
So when walking around, we went and said, "Oh, remember we used to hang out over here?" And we took pictures. But recently, I went to a volleyball game, and the varsity team, women's volleyball team, sang the alma mater, and it was amazing. We watched the game, and I went with my husband, and being in that, it just brought back a lot of memories, and it was so exciting. And to see the next generation, our future generation of geckos, and reflect that we once were here.
Well, it shows that connection persists, and like that's for life.
Yes, and that's why as we're planning this mega reunion, we also have activities where we want to, not only with the alumni, have activities with the alumni, but also with the current students, at George Washington.
Okay.
And that's why our collaboration is so important with the principal and vice principal. And we're really excited about that, having a homecoming.
Okay, well, Stella, let's talk about how other graduates can get involved can connect with you guys, because I'm sure their eyes are as big as, globes right now. They're like, I want to participate.
Yes, they are. I do want to talk a little bit about George Washington High School, because the administration, when we met with them multiple times, they are ecstatic. They are so excited. And it's, like I said, an unprecedented event.
I thought you worked in his house.
Oh, I'm wherever he needs to fuel up. Oh, Cantina chicken burrito.
Thanks, Todd.
That's the way to do it.
You know what? Let me actually get something to wash that down with, please.
Yeah, I got you.
Easy. Appreciate it.
You've made a powerful enemy, Todd. I didn't mean to.
Sometimes parenting can be hard. What should I be doing? The Guam Early Learning Council includes partners who can provide you with early childhood services and supports. We are here to assist. For resources and information, simply call 311 Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., excluding holidays. Early connection can change everything.
One of these. There you go. That's what it's. Oh, nice. Hey.
Nice.
Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade.
Hafade Guam, I'm Jason Salas here in the Dedido Gym. I got my buddy, two-time Olympian John Howard, because we have some amazing things coming up. A mini FSM Goodwill Games, John. This is going to be amazing. 4 teams, 4 sports, 1 whole week of exciting action.
Yes, that's right. It's going to be the first in the making. Yeah, putting the FSM youth together through sports.
And some of our most exceptional athletes, like here on Guam, they go to any gym, or any open run, any field and everything like that. Compete hard, very good sportsmanship, and then super, super talented. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, and it's going to be an entire week long, and this is featuring all 4 states of the FSM.
Yes, we hope to have the opening ceremony on October 17 at the Tamaning Gym.
Very nice.
But before that, we will have our peace wave.
Oh, cool.
Where we just stand at the intersection and just wait for peace. Yeah, because we are here as peaceful people.
Absolutely, and again, it's a Goodwill tournament. That's what it's all about. Now let's talk about so we know all 4 states of the FSM are going to be there. What are the 4 sports that they're going to be competing in?
So we will have softball, basketball, volleyball, and track and field for the kids. Softball, we will have like the masters in male and female division.
Oh, so you've got different divisions too?
Yes, we will have the master and open in softball. Then basketball, we will have male division masters, open, and 17U. And then volleyball, we will have male and female open division.
Okay, if you guys see John running around the community and everything, give him a bottle of water, maybe a donut or something like that, because he's got a lot on his plate right now. But it's all for the unity of all Pacific Islanders.
Yes.
See, there you go, Pacific Islanders.
Nice, yes.
One region. All right. So, how difficult is this to put together? Because it's all of those different sports, and how many people are you expecting to participate?
Well, we hope to have the community come out. The objective of this is to bring our community together, leading up to our FSM Independence Day, which is November 3rd. Yeah. So that's.
And what better way to do it than through sports?
That's of course. Sports bring us together. That's the goal.
Okay. Yeah. How many people? Because now we know multiple divisions, 4 sports, all 4 states. What are you thinking? Like maybe 150?
Maybe more.
200?
Hopefully.
500?
Hopefully more than 200.
There you go. And is it going to be, so opening ceremony is going to be over in Tumuning. The majority of the events are going to be here in Dededo?
Yes. So after the opening ceremony, we will have some games at the Tumuning Gym. And this is a collaborative effort with the Tumuning Mayor. And then on the 18th, 19th, and that week, we move to Teddy Road Sport Complex.
Absolutely. Okay, and there's also the relay run, right? And anybody can participate in that, right?
Yes. So we hope that each state will have a participating team. That's the goal.
And they can fly their own flag, and they can.
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course. The goal of this is just to come out and have fun. Enjoy that moment, the moment together.
Right. Okay.
As FSM community.
Now, John, you continue to inspire, not just the community from the freely associated states and the federated states of Micronesia, but all Pacific Islanders about your own success and the fact that you went to 2 Olympics 8 years apart, and in the Olympics between that, you coached your twin brother. Like, how do you actually use your own experience to basically say, if you work hard, if you treat your body right, if you have the right attitude, if you make good friends and everything like that, you can go anywhere in this world.
So even as an Olympian, after we retire, our duty is to continue the mission of the Olympic values. So that's where the experience, the skills, and the knowledge comes in, because it's just about giving back to the younger generation. Yeah. And we feel that sport is the best tool to
Absolutely.
change a person, and you can learn a lot through sports. To set your goals, hard work, discipline, everything.
That's why this guy is the best, everybody. He's my good friend right here. See, he's got a positive message, and he's doing amazing things for everybody here. Okay, so let me tell you, give me like the inside track, right? Which of the sports do you think is going to be, do you expect to be like the most excited, the most hyped, like the biggest crowds?
I think the basketball.
Okay.
I would think.
I was going to say volleyball, because when I was playing volleyball, some of the fiercest competitors I ever went against were from the FSM.
But we extend the invitation to Chuk and Panpei to bring their 17 under youth. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yes. So hopefully, if they bring their teams, it's gonna attract more.
All right. Okay. Now, putting an event of this magnitude for an entire week again, and 4 different divisions, 4 sports, it ain't cheap. All right. We need sponsors to make this happen and everything like that. So, who do you have lined up already, or are sponsors still available to contribute?
Well, I will have to send out the letters to some of these businesses that they continue to support FA's activities, and we hope that they will respond generously to this.
Absolutely.
This one, yeah.
Or you guys can get a hold of me, Jason at KUAM.com.
Yes.
You know where I work. Any businesses and everything want to put their money and their brand right behind such an amazing event,
Please
contact me or John and everything. So John, thank you so much. And
Thank you very much.
anything you need, man. I am super, super excited to see this.
Thank you.
Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
And now here's your Code Stone Creamery Birthday Club shoutout submitted to us on KUAM.com.
Okay, Sunday birthday love going out to Jordan Torres. Please post a happy second birthday KUM to Jordan Torres from his grandma Mako, grandpa Juan, and the family. Obviously, some very, very proud grandparents, and we hope you have a beautiful Sunday and a beautiful birthday. Want to wish your special someone a happy birthday? Just click the QR code here on your screen or email birthdayclub@kuam.com.
That's going to do it for us here on Weekend Edition. Visit KUAM.com or follow us at KUAM News on social media for the latest news. For now, I'm Mitsuki Hirayama. Have a safe weekend.
The One Micronesia Show is brought to you by American Music, located in the Compadres Mall. Now carrying all of our major music brands only at Compadres Mall.
Ali, Mogisin, Hafide Zantiro, Rananim, Kasilelie, Lengwo, and Yakwe. Welcome back to another episode of the One Micronesia Show, being brought to you by our friends at American Music. All right, we kick off the show with Maoli. We talk with Glenn and two Micronesians who are repping us worldwide. Check it out. On this episode of the One Micronesia Show, we turned up the island vibes with one of the biggest names in island reggae, Maoli. I sit down with frontman Glenn Wong, along with two of his talented bandmates who proudly represent Micronesia, Thomas Pony Caleb from the Marshall Islands and Francisco Kiko Yamashita from right here on Guam. We talk music, culture, and what it means to bring island roots to the global stage.
It's incredible, man. It's I feel like we get to, pave roads that was paid for us, so I feel it's our responsibility to go out there and do, what's good for our people and get to share our music and culture with the world and hopefully inspire the next generation to do the same.
It's been a long journey, man, and it's been a crazy one too. Just to see like the transitions and all that, from where we started to now. It's been a blessing.
It feels good to, I'm still based out of here, so it's just like I have to leave home to play with these guys usually, and it's pretty like surreal, kind of having the reverse and bringing all of them and playing here where I'm from. So it's nice to be able to show it off to the island and inspire some young musicians.
I went on to ask Glenn, what's it like to perform with the band, but especially alongside these brothers from Micronesia, Pony and Kiko?
It feels great, man. I just like the fact that we are all islanders, and we get to share that those special moments when we're touring all over the world with our island people. Whether you're Chamorro, Hawaiian, Samoan, whatever, it doesn't matter. We're all island people, and we can share that with each other. And it's a great feeling going out there and showing our culture to the world.
And one of the questions that I've always wanted to ask Pony is, can you take us back to the beginning? How did your story with the band begin?
But we started off in high school